Well, hello, friends. Well, I've got to sit close to home because my daughter went to the doctor and our little Gus should be here in about 48 hours or so. So I got to stick close to home and by the phone. So I thought I would do a video and let you know that. Plus, I'm going to dehydrate my herbs. And I'm not going to, I told you I was going to hang them up there, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to dehydrate them on the dehydrator because it's quick and I just want to get it done and out of the way before the baby comes. So, and then I'm going to show you how I package my beans and stuff up. And then I've got a whole bunch of free food that came in today from my friends. So I'm also going to show you that. So, with that being said, I have got, all this is parsley, and I'm going to dehydrate all this too. So this is real simple. If you've never done this, this is very simple to do. Now, I prefer the air drying method, but this works good too. And this is kind of fun. All I do is just, I take it off the stems as much as I can. And I feed the stems to the chickens. They like them. So let me set this down here because that's more parsley. And I just keep it going until I get this all filled up. And then I dehydrate it. It's dry within like 4 hours. It's all dry. All right, friends, that is done. I'm gonna wipe up my mess here. Okay, that's gonna go on my dehydrator. And then I'm gonna show you how I package my beans. Okay, now these are real easy. I think they're going to fit in my clothes. Let me see here. I just put them in a... Actually, I probably have these. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'll put them right there. All right. Now, I think these will fit in here just this way. Okay, yep, that's going to fit in there real good. Now, all I do, where did I put my scissors? You see my scissors on the floor?
No. I'll go get another pair.
I don't know where I put them. I must have dropped them. You what?
Oh, you must have forgotten.
No, I didn't. I had grabbed them. All I do is I put this just like so. Okay. And I put them in here. Just like so. It's gonna be loud. All right, sucks all the air out of the vacuum bag and these. And then I'll show you. Sometimes I just poke a little hole in the end of the bag and it does the same thing. See? Works perfect. So all I do is date it because you know by the packaging of what's in it. So I date it for 9/20. And I'll set that aside. Okay, we'll take that into the, can you get them in there?
Yeah.
You're right in the camera. You got to back up a little bit. There. Okay, bring it here. There we go.
I put it in here. Can I take it out?
No.
Of that?
No. We got it.
This is
Just
rock
have to make sure there's a
solid.
little hole in there. Push that down a little bit.
Rock solid.
Pull it out. Alright. So we got it marked on this side. 9/20. That's all I do. Okay. Tell our friends we'll be right back.
Bye. We'll be right back.
We have to go put these away real quick.
Yep.
Okay, friends. Now that we got that done and out of the way, now I don't have my dehydrator going because it'd be so loud in here. Because I usually run it in here. And I put all my beans away in my barrels for my long-term storage. But anyway, my friend brought me goodies today. And I think she's bringing me some cheese tomorrow. Which is nice because I've got a few people in town who've been asking me for a little extra help. So that would be nice. Anyway, we've got the grapefruit juice. I've got 2 things, and this is nice. This is no sugar added, not from concentrate. These, I think I might save one of these because it's not from concentrate. Or is this from, yeah, not from concentrate. And I'm going to make grape jelly. So, and then I got a couple of orange juice, which is always nice to have. So, I've got two grapefruit juice, but the other one's out on the counter because it fell out of the bag. Anyway, all right, let's see what else we got here. It looks like we've got bunches of cereal. And this is fantastic. I got Tostios, which are Cheerios. And I've got boxes of Corn Flakes. 2 beautiful boxes of Corn Flakes. Did you ever, has anybody ever done a fried chicken or a chicken with cornflakes on it? You know, cornflakes for the breading. If you have, I want to know. And I want to know how it tastes, if it's crunchy and, you know, if it's good. And possibly even share your recipe with me. And then I got Rice Krispies. So that's nice. I don't think you can see all that over there. I think I better turn this just a little. Okay. There. So I got 2 boxes of Rice Krispies, 2 boxes of Cheerios, 2 boxes of Corn Flakes, and 6 bottles of juice. Orange, grape, and grapefruit. Now in here, this is a big old bag. I don't know what else is in here, but we're going to look. Okay. This is raisins. Oh my gosh, there's just tons of raisins in here. Raisins. Raisins. And this is cream of wheat. I got cream of wheat. That's good to have too. You know, if you ever get this, they call it farina, but it's really cream of wheat. And a lot of people, this stuff I get so much of because people don't like it and they give it to me. But I take this, and for my little granddaughters, I'll put it in a jar, the dry farina, and I'll mix a little cocoa powder in with it. And it winds up being just like, you know, and then when you make it, you add your little bit of sugar. But it winds up being just like the cocoa wheats that they love so much. So, and then there's Quick Oats. I got a few things of quick oats. Oh, how wonderful. Look at all that. And I got rice, 1 pound bags of rice, enriched long-grained rice. That's nice. This is always nice to have. And I got, let's see here, dry milk, the powdered milk. I myself use a lot of this. I find myself trading people. I'll trade them my home canned goods for powdered milk. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That's nice. That will help a lot of people because there's a few families in town who struggle. And plus my neighbor who I've been helping her do her canning, you know, she lives on a real tight budget. So this will help her too. And it's wonderful. Anyway, I'm so excited for my daughter. I'm so excited for that grandbaby. But I got most everything done that I needed to get done today. Just got to put all this away. And, yeah, raisins. I've already got lots of raisins. Raisins, my grandkids love them. But anyway, yes, I'm sidetracked because I'm excited. I can't wait for that grandbaby to come. So, and her roast turned out lovely. I think tonight they're doing like a stew over rice with it. So that was a successful dinner for her. And I'm going to stay out there tomorrow night with her because if she doesn't go into labor before tomorrow night, I'm going to be staying out there and just so she's not alone, because if she goes into labor, her husband's working, then the baby will be there. So we'll have to have her go by ambulance to Cadillac. That's the closest place. The hospital there in Manistee closed down their maternity ward. So, and that was just after Cece was born. She was one of the last babies to be born in Manistee Hospital. So, anyway, but everything's done. Good. I want to do that apple pie, but I'm not going to do it between today and tomorrow because what happens if I get in the middle of making that apple pie or it's in the oven and she calls, it'll be destroyed. You know, I'd have to shut the oven off. So I think I'll wait till after the baby's born and then do, you know, pies and my other recipes. And, you know, I got quite a few recipes. I bought a cookbook, which I don't buy too many of. But I did buy a cookbook, and it's an Amish cookbook. Mennonite Amish, I think it's Amish. But anyway, it's a lovely cookbook. And it's a good thing I know algebra, you know, proportions, because the recipes in it are for, you know, 100 people and more. So you just break it down. You can break down that recipe. And you know what? I should show you how to do that because it's so simple. When I show you a simple proportion, which is algebra, but when I show you a simple proportion on how to break something down, a recipe down from, like, say, from 50 people down to 4, you're going to think, I could have used this many, 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 many times. When you'd sit there and you'd think and, you know, boy, I used to do that before I learned algebra. The smoke would be rolling, you know, trying to figure out how do I break this recipe down. Because there's been many times that I have gotten a recipe, but it's been for 60 and 70 and maybe 100 people. It's just a huge recipe, and I don't need that, you know. So I like to break it down. I can break them down and then make them into 2, 4, 6, 8, however many people you want. And it works easy. So one of these times when we're doing a chit chat, I'll show you that. Especially when I show off that book. It really is a nice book. It's a nice cookbook. So yesterday I picked another half bushel of tomatoes off my plants. My garden's just about done. All I'm getting now is just beans, and I'm still getting some green beans, which I think what I picked yesterday is probably the last of my green beans. The rest of them are my winter shelling beans. So, but I've got a lot of tomatoes still. And I called my friend and I asked her if she would like a half bushel of tomatoes because, friends, I've got all the tomatoes I need. if I can anymore, I mean, I could can more, but you know, why? Somebody else could use them. I did a lot this year. I'm really pleased this year because now there'll be, you know, extras for somebody who might need them. And I know sometimes people are very leery of eating somebody's home canned goods. And I understand entirely because I'm like that. I'm like one of those people. I'm just, unless I know that person and I know how they canned that food, and you know, I'm going to be a little leery too. But I understand because it could be your last meal. You don't know. So anyway, but I've canned a lot of tomatoes, and I've picked a lot of tomatoes and green beans. I have canned a lot of green beans. I bet you I've picked, oh, probably a good bushel and a half of green beans. And then the rest are my shelling beans, and those are doing really well too. I got just a megaton load of them out there. So I'll have a lot of that too. And then the rest is done. And the potatoes, now we picked at the farm. I think they harvested probably 200, between 200 and 300 pounds of potatoes out at the farm too. And we've given a lot of those away. We gave most all of the stuff from the farm, with the exception of some of the tomatoes I picked, and I canned some of them too. Especially the little yellow pear tomatoes. We love them. Anyway, we've given a lot of them away. We give away all the squash out there. All the beans were donated. A lot of the potatoes were donated. Our carrots didn't come up. Our onions, something happened. I think the deer got in there and just, you know, had a smorgasbord or something, because we did lose quite a bit of stuff to the deer. But we were able to give a lot of stuff away, a lot of cucumbers and, you know, things such as that. So now next year, I don't know if we're going to do it again next year or not, but I just plan to grow the same amount that I do every year. Hopefully next year I'll have a wooden frame greenhouse. I know this one has been handy. This one has been a little blessing for me, and we only paid a couple $100 for it. But I either have to get a new canopy for it, you know, a new cover for it, or we need to go ahead and build the wooden one. Because this one, I had no idea, and that it was my dad and my husband. We both said, you know what, just leave the plastic up. Nothing's gonna hurt it. Well, the sun destroyed it, so it's not meant for that. Because the first year I used it, we put it up in the spring, and we took it down right as soon as I was done with it, and we cleaned that plastic and we put it away. And this year it was beautiful when we put it up. But we left it up. We didn't take it down right away. And with that, the sun destroyed it. So now I can find a replacement for, you know, around, I think it's right around $100. And we can do that, and we can make it work. You know, I'll just take it off right away when we're done using it in the spring, and, you know, clean it and put it away. But that'll work until we can get a permanent structure put up. It's really hard because with my husband being out on the road so much, I mean, he's only home a few days every, 6 weeks? And I'm always here by myself. So I can't do all that. And I have no clue how to build anything. Now, I could cook you anything you want, but I can't build a thing. So I have no idea who I could even find to help me put up something. See, all I really need is like maybe a 10 by 10 greenhouse, or a 10 by 15. I don't need it very big. 10 by 10 would probably be more than enough for our, you know, my home here, my garden needs. And then a few of my friends, I start plants for them too. But still, in a 10 by 10, I think that would be enough room. And but I don't know how to put one together. I have no clue how to build it. I'm lucky if I can build a box, friends. But so if I had somebody that was right close by me that could help me, you know, that would, then I might be able to get it up. I really would like to have one this fall, you know, ready for spring. But unless I can find somebody to help me with that, that's not going to happen. Because my husband's only home a couple days. It would take more than that, and then I can't do it. I don't want to do it like that. And I don't want to do that to him because I have a big enough honey-do list for him when he gets home that would just put him, he would never get enough rest. And you know what? When you drive out on the road all the time and you come home, it's just nice to just sit down and take a breath. And that breath usually lasts for a day, you know. And with the things that we got going on, he doesn't always get that. So I'm hoping that, you know, I can find one of my neighbors, rustle up some, maybe my guy that mows my grass will help me. You know, I don't know. So anyway, but with that being said, one of these times, either I'm going to have to get a new canopy for my greenhouse, or I'm going to find a way to get a wooden frame built. So the chickens are good. How I would love to have, oh my gosh, I have an opportunity to buy this cute, I mean, it used to be a greenhouse. And of course it needs some tender love and care. But my Mennonite friends were going to sell it to me. And it's probably, oh, I don't know, maybe 8 by 8. You know, it's a real small like shed. And they're going to give it to me for $100. And I thought, oh, that would be a beautiful chicken coop, you know. And then you could walk in there and literally clean the coop instead of trying to duck down and getting beat up by the rooster. Anyway, they're going to sell it to me for $100. And I thought, my God, the gentleman who was going to haul it wants like $400 to haul it 5 miles down the road. 5 miles. He wants $400. So I can't get that because I can't afford that. So anyway, but I think my camera is screaming at me. Hold on a minute. Oh. It's still going, but I only got a few minutes left on it before it shuts off. It only records an hour at a time. Anyway, so with that being said, I've got you hung out with me, and I got my herbs already in the dehydrator. So those of you who weren't sure how to do that, there you go. It's really simple and it's quick. It's a lot quicker than hanging them. However, I like that method better, but it works in a pinch. I got all the free goodies because, you know, free's always in the budget. And I got my beans and stuff, my other free goodies, all put away. So I'm going to go. I got to stay close to my phone too because my little Gus is coming and I can't wait to get my hands on him. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to head on out of here, and I think I'm going to head to my daughter's house and kind of stick close by her. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me.